All right, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between, welcome back to the year 1998, the year of Unreal, Half-Life, Thief, Massive Attacks Mezzanine, The Big Lebowski, and other less important things. Squeezing into the tail end of the year, a little company called Black Isle Studios released a little game called Baldur's Gate. And here we are, 25 god-for-damned years after the first game, 23 after the second. Jesus H, where does the time go? Welcome to Baldur's Gate 3. Now, boy, did I have some mixed feelings when I first heard about this. Baldur's Gate is a series very close to my heart. It's right up there with the old Fallouts. None of those old games were perfect, don't get me wrong, but making a sequel now is treading on sacred ground with a shovel and a very concerning expression. It invites skepticism, in short. I was released by BioWare, not Black Isle. My mistake. I think the devs were involved, but yeah, the studio hadn't yet been formed or something like that. Anyway, the developer, Larian Studio, the developer of this game, Larian Studios, they did earn a lot of goodwill with Divinity Original Sin, especially the second one. Found a good balance of content depth, flexible gameplay, modern accessibility, and of all things, shockingly good multiplayer. Now, the last one surprised me. I'm generally all about single player with these kind of games, but suffice to say I found the sheer chaos potential to be irresistible. I went through the first Original Sin with my friend and fellow streamer Eyes, and the group joining me tonight got me through the second with an almost acceptable amount of friendly fire. We decided it'd be fun to get the gang back together and give this a try, so folks, it is my great pleasure to introduce that group today. First off, playing our paladin is Sir Fortune. He'll be trying valiantly to keep us alive and on task, in between his usual task of finding 1,000 ways to cheese the enemy. Man here's got a killer handshake, and he's not afraid to kill the final boss with it. Welcome to the show, man.
Hi there, thanks.
Excellent, excellent. Good to have you here. Next, we have Chriswyn, who normally is also trying to keep us alive, despite her husband's best efforts. She'll be our blaster caster tonight, and based on how well she plays every job in Final Fantasy XIV, including interior decorator, we basically already won. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, Carl.
Excellent, excellent. And lastly, our man Cranian here will be on crowd control, playing Druid in something of a support role, much to his wife's chagrin. Fellow gotcha enthusiast, fellow pyromaniac, and longtime friend of the channel. It's so good to have you here, man. Welcome aboard.
Thanks for having me. Let's have some fun for this session.
Excellent. Right then. Now, one quick note before we get rolling. As you can see, we're already in gameplay. We've made characters. We'll be starting from a save just after the opening cutscene. They kind of just throw you into it, so for those just tuning in, our party's been kidnapped by mindflayers, and we got implanted with some kind of brain parasite in their flying Squidship. They kind of throw a lot at you. Anyway, the ship came under attack by these dudes riding dragons, the mindflayers' mortal enemies, the Gith, I believe, and we're taking this opportunity to escape. We really don't know what's going on, so it's kind of a lot to take in. So if everybody's ready, let's get this show on the road.
Do this.
All right. So yeah, just got out of our implantation pods. We really have no idea what's going on, but it's assuredly unpleasant. Yeah, we have baby mind flayers on the inside. So we're either going to get chest burstered or turned into mind slaves or God only knows what. To be perfectly honest, I'm not 100% clear on what they do, but it's assuredly nasty.
One point to bring up is the fact that the thing is on fire, and that is because red dragons are attacking the ship.
Yeah, they basically, this thing skipped through a few dimensions while it was trying to elude them, and it's not clear where we've crashed, if we're even on the material plane anymore. But yeah, the thing's on fire, and there's still a fight in progress of a sort. Yeah, when things are so bad enough, the mind flayers decide to retreat to hell as an improvement. Yeah, the impression I got is that they were just kind of randomly skipping around trying to get away. But of course their enemies could also pursue them.
Husband, are you coming up?
I mean,
So yeah, we do have a thing up here. I only played a little bit of the intro.
I was gonna say we only did a little bit of looting and that was it.
Yeah, I did see this up here. Just turned into mind flayers this whole game. Illithid lore, it's kind of... Yeah, we'll see how it goes. It's honestly been a while since I've... Time to turn in. I want to point out something in this cutscene that stands out to me. Assume depending on what choices Chris makes here.
Yes, you've come to save us from this place. From this place you're free. Please. Before they return.
What the?
They
Uh-oh.
return. A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
Might up the sound a little bit after this.
The enemy. So many enemies.
Curiously, on my screen, it shows me as doing the talking, even though Chris is taking the lead. Yeah, we have a brain pup here.
And if you actually scroll over all the options, Carl, you can actually give me your opinions of what you think we should be talking as well.
Okay.
Okay.
Do
of
I...
course you would. I'm not listening to my husband.
That will be a recurring theme, everyone.
I think we'll do an investigation first. Yeah, you would. I'm not listening to you.
Break it! Break it!
Murder, death, kill!
We watched Anna Has the Dark Urge too. And we've been watching some of these things, and it's like, oh my god!
Oh god. Yeah, when I first played through this, I destroyed the brain, and I'm like, dude, you're doing it with your hands. Use your weapon. You have one.
Right.
I made a
Give it
Dragonborn, and it's just great to go in there with the claws and everything.
God almighty. Yeah, get it all over your hands. Why not?
Nobody has guidance, right?
I don't think so, no.
Best guess for that would be the druid.
Mm-hmm. It would
Medicine
be.
was an intelligence-based check, though.
Was it?
Yes.
I didn't have medicine as an option.
It was your
I
third
have
option.
medicine.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't go back, can I?
Nope.
Oh,
In for a penny, in for a pound now.
indeed.
Roll it. Oh, our first of the night. Oh, this character is turbo dead.
Let's kill it.
Us is about to become was.
The brain won't budge.
I can leave, and someone else can try. Don't
You could indeed.
let Ren
We
do
could,
it.
we could try.
Or...
I'm just gonna stand back and let this situation resolve itself.
I think we're gonna give it a little bit of that old half-work touch.
Before they
Break
return.
the skull.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah, that'll do.
There you go. Strength check never fails.
When in doubt, smash.
Oh, your beard.
Oh god, yeah, that beard physics. Looked like it was getting swallowed up into your neck.
The brain lifts from the skull. But you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange
weird
creature, making it
mechanics.
more subservient, should it prove a threat.
Oh,
Physics.
I regret nothing.
See, I'd like to know how exactly you know you can do this to a brain that's infected with some kind of parasite that we just
Right.
pulled out of a skull. Like, are we an expert in this?
Apparently we're all surgeons.
Alright,
Yeah, it
Yep.
looks like basically the person's gonna have to take the choice. But
All right.
Get to this, you know.
leave it on spare. Now, we did implement Twitch integration for the chat, so... Oh boy. It's loose. Step on it. Kill it now.
It's a devourer.
Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
Yeah, about that.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
I have questions about this.
Oh?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Everybody says they're important, pal.
Us. We are us. To the helm we go. We are going to the helm.
Okay, we have a mobile brain following us around.
I don't know how many times I can say this is a bad idea.
Yeah, I feel like this is so the kind of thing that would bite us in the ass. All depends on how malicious the GM is feeling.
It'll come back to me being the one that should have been followed by
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah, I feel that.
Cute little intellect devourer friend.
He's so adorable.
Yeah,
Okay.
like I said, I don't honestly know a lot of detailed lore about these creatures. Like, I understand that they had ships of some sort. My exposure to them was purely limited to Baldur's Gate 2, which, you know, had the section in the Underdark where you're in kind of the mindflayer city. And there was that brief instance of them in Throne of Ball, and I think they also had like a hidden area in the city of Am. Anyway, on we go with our new friend.
Fire's bad, dear.
Yeah. Our 3 adventurers, 1 brain, and our stalwart hero, Kevin. Or Darwin.
Abomination. This is your end.
Look, I just got here. I'm literally the understudy.
Skin tingles.
The guy that was supposed
Visions
to be in here had real bad diarrhea. Long story.
A silver sword and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Let's not jump to conclusions here. Alright. Right. For the audience at home, who are you?
Your only chance of survival.
I find that debatable. Right, where are we exactly?
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority.
Okay.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Time for a combat tutorial, I gotcha.
It will remain tame as long as it believes we are thralls. It may be of use in the fight to come.
I feel like, yeah, if she was a professional, she'd take one look at the walking brain and realize, okay, these people are not going to be of help to me. But, you know, we got other evil creatures to kill first, so I guess priorities. Alright. So yeah, we discovered this during a little test last night, but anybody that sequences... Anybody whose initiative is on par, we can act as one, or we can take simultaneous actions in our turn. So I thought that was a really neat introduction. Really neat change over Divinity. Alright.
The fact that I had to use my healing spell on you, my dear.
I don't know how I lost health. Okay.
You were
walked
standing in the fire.
Did I?
Yeah.
Something to watch for
Typically
when
detrimental.
casting the fire. Or when casting spells, yes.
Don't make me shove you.
Ah, okay, looks like I'm controlling what's-her-face.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh.
Because if you look in the menu, see how she's connected to you?
Yeah, I see. Okay, that makes sense. Hey, alright. Congratulations, we won the tutorial fight.
We did it.
Yes! 1 down, probably several hundred to go.
That's conservative.
You know, I'm trying to be an optimist.
The
Oh,
journey
hey.
of
Yeah.
1,000 miles begins with a small step.
Exactly. Eh, Imp had a
Let's try
crossbow
not
on
to
him.
fall on the ice.
Oh, okay then.
Alright, yeah, the little mind seashell things there do heal us. Good to know.
Yeah.
How many imps could there be in hell? I played through Doom. That number is at least, like, several thousand. I mean, several thousand less after Doom guy got through, but, you know, presumably there are more.
I am waiting by the sphincter.
There we go.
There's always another imp.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta wait till you guys are all done using it.
Alright,
Yeah. Can't
let
use
us
it.
force our way through this giant butthole in the sky. This is our life now. This is where we are. Fantastic.
Another mystery.
knowing its purpose.
Aggression. Annihilate.
Annihilate.
Another mystery.
Can someone try reading the first one?
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh,
you
somebody
killed them.
pushed the button.
You killed them using the annihilate one.
You know what? I think they turn hostile if you let them loose, so it's probably for the
Yes.
best.
That is true. It'd be experience.
Preempt.
I mean, we're already having a brain following us around.
It's
Our
just
choice-
us.
Our choice of companions can only go up from here. All right, I'm gonna grab this thing.
Speaking of
Brian was
companions,
talking to Shadowheart.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain.
there's a wonderful lady locked in a container over here.
Ah, yes.
Darkness.
Chris is interacting with it at the moment.
Okay, okay. Ah, I see. I can listen in now.
Yep.
Right.
Soon we probably want to go this way because the other one is where the objective is.
Ah, right,
Would
right, right.
anybody like to talk to Shadowheart when she gets out?
When we get her out, yeah. But I agree. If the quest says to go one way, go the other way, check the dead end. This is Gaming 101.
Gold key.
Hey!
How many hosts of these gay infected?
Yeah, I'm just gonna have a seat here, why not? Just take 5, catch my breath, really think about things, you know? Try and understand how I got here.
You apparently hear voices.
Take a nice little seat in the viscous chair.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, you know, considering we already crawled out of a pod,
She's out.
how much worse could it get? We're handling brains with our hands.
Might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Hey, alright. What's this?
Oh
As you
boy.
place your hand on the pod, you
Oh,
hear
boy.
something.
Oh boy, what's this?
Presence
What did I do?
connected to the pod, commanding the
You'll
person
see.
inside to change.
What?
What are you doing?
Kevin, what did you do?
Kevin, you made a mistake.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
Change her.
A lot of smoke.
Pull of
Yeah.
a lever. How?
Just enough to hide the
Uh-oh.
model change.
Purified. This may be our fate.
Suddenly mind player.
Get out of here before it's our turn.
Okay, yeah. Right. Don't touch
Somebody grab
anything
the key
else.
For the chest.
Yeah, I got the stuff in the chest.
Okay, good,
It's
yeah.
over here.
Yeah, normally
And
it'll be...
Shadowheart is out if you want to talk to her.
Cool.
It's up for discussion.
Yeah, that's something that'll take some getting used to, the fact that we can split up and interact with different things simultaneously. I like that detail,
Yeah.
actually. Anyway. Hey, how's it going?
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts.
Hold on a second.
Gratitude is mixed with wariness.
This is like
did
a
it-
bolt
Because you
mind
have a
meld
gift
without
for
the
you.
touching.
I like how my character just
Dangerous
looks
company.
stoned. Like he just smoked the big fat one before this began, and it's just he's working his way through it. He's not even sure all this is real.
I'm tripping out, man.
I did. It must be because of those parasites they put in us. They'll have to wait. We need to get off this ship alive first. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Sounds good. You're cool with a walking brain, right? Because we've got that.
Wait. Looks like you've a full complement.
Oh
already.
shit! All right, we're full.
We'd make for easy targets all grouped together like
Yep. Nope. She's
I think
brain
I'll take
racist.
my chances alone if it's all the same.
All right. Never mind.
If you were doing a solo campaign, obviously.
Right. Yeah. Them's the breaks.
Later we have the opportunity to bring her to camp, so.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was wondering about that, because, yeah, the original game, the original Baldur's Gate games had a party of 6, and Larian stuff tends to have a party of 4. So, it's a nice little touch that they give you extras. Anyway, on through the next butthole.
It's literally called sphincter, so...
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, all this is very evocative. Yeah, tripping over my tongue here.
Do as I say.
Just say all this is very interesting while also playing that Aliens game that came out recently. Which I'll be playing tomorrow night, actually.
Uh-oh. Careful, you've stepped in the fire.
Oh,
Damn it, Kevin!
She did react. She's super racist.
Ow!
Oh,
That's
imagine.
extra fire damage.
I gotcha. There we go.
Oh, I was gonna say we could have.
We were at the restoration, Carl.
I had a potion.
But you had a restoration.
is free.
I might
Okay,
recommend that we drop a save before we go through this next door.
Done.
Very much so.
Alright. Oh, that's cool. You actually set your thing on fire.
Yeah.
That's a nice touch. Alright, let's see what's through this door. Are you ready to enter the helm? Ah.
So you can't go into the main stores until you actually are ready. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah, the entire party has to be ready.
Gotcha. Uh-oh.
Oh, now I've stepped in the fire. Oh no.
Alright. So we got mindflayers versus some kind of demon. Honestly, I don't really care who wins this, just so long as they work each other over.
Right?
Oh, she's not just brain racist. Surprised she didn't react to your other companion. Oh, interesting. Maybe because she didn't join the party.
She was not a fan that you were accompanied by a gift.
Ah, of course.
Yeah, there was a small comment on that, but you didn't follow through with it.
Oh,
Otherwise,
sorry.
she. No. It's all good. You ignored the racism. Shame on you.
Yeah. It's me. I'm part of the problem. Alright, now, let's see.
I'm gonna map.
Alright, we got bad guys all over the place. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna run up and... Oi, switch back to your stabby thingy. There we go.
There we go.
Magic missile was quite handy.
Yeah, it is.
Ah, Alu
Oh,
Fiends.
board died.
Interesting, yeah. I feel like these guys didn't know what exactly was happening until the ship just kind of appeared, and they're like, hey, we're just gonna go see what's going on. Alright, she can't do... Actually, wait, can we... What are her bonus actions? Second wind... Let's dip... Oh, okay, so that's what happened. Alright, no, she can't actually... No extra movement.
Ah, they're fiends. That's what they are.
Yep, that's them.
You'd have to use a dash for extra movement, and that would be your action.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay.
That's gonna take some getting used to as well, because I remember playing through Original Sin, which is still very combat-focused in its design. This feels like it's more considered in terms of... This feels more tabletop-y, in short. Like, they've obviously made it more video gamey in that sense, but there's more to do in terms of individual actions per turn.
Why are you missing health? Fortune.
I did state I accidentally walked into the fire.
Oh, gee.
Yeah, unfortunately, pathfinding is not going to take that into account, so something we'll have to watch for.
Yeah, it's certainly not been the greatest ever. But, you know, since I've got the action available, I guess...
No, hold on. I can healing word.
Remember, you don't
Find
have
where
that
you
many
are. Ah, there you are. There you go.
Yay!
Alrighty, thank you for the healing.
Part of my job.
And I know that he's a big fan of the idea of us going and activating the transponder. But do you see that big, fancy, fiery greatsword?
I do.
I want that.
The one the bad guy's
We
carrying,
want
huh?
that.
Yeah, exactly. The one the bad guy is carrying, precisely.
I mean,
Are we booping the commander?
You sure fucking are.
we've got 15.
Ow.
We've got 15 turns. We can do this.
Yes.
What's the worst that could happen?
As he does 18 damage to the mind flayer.
Yeah,
worry, I'm
important note, don't let the mind flayer die.
Don't worry. I, a level 1 rogue, can definitely backstab this guy without issue.
Nothing questionable can possibly come out of trying to fight the level 8 fiend.
Oh, good lord, you guys. Oh, well, let's have fun.
When in doubt, slap about the Cambion.
One thing I'm going to say that I like about this game compared to DOS and DOS 2 is the idea that you can actually action everything together like we are now. So we're not always waiting on one person. Let's say one person disappears or something.
Yeah,
we're all doing it.
That's a really nice addition. I like that a lot. Alright, let's get you in position as well.
Carl.
Yep, just trying to move her up, head to dash.
Oh, I know. Check your inventory to see if you have a short bow. That way, if you are out of range, you can still attack.
Oh, I did pick up a crossbow, yeah. I was
Okay.
just trying to see if I can get in an ambush position.
Yeah, yeah.
The worst that could happen is that Carl asks a question. Yeah, eyes knows. We played through Original Sin 1 together. He is very familiar with what happens when I ask that question.
I can give him a lay on hands if he needs it.
Alright. Kevin's getting some damage in. He's a pillar of this offensive community here. Oh, hell.
Alrighty, it might be time to leave.
Yep.
Yeah, we gave it a shot. Okay, where's the thingy we need to push? Ah!
Hurry before they strike.
Alright, well, I see that over there's more critters. Well,
Indeed.
No time to waste.
alright. Get a dash in. Alright.
So much for peace.
Kev, you too, you gotta move, buddy.
Time for us to hold the line.
Alright, I feel like this is gonna provoke an attack of opportunity.
If you disengage, it won't.
Noted!
Yep.
Yeet!
One day I'll catch a break.
Not today, Kevin, not today.
Oh.
Here come the Cambions.
Oh, joy. That's what we needed, more Cambions.
Come a little closer.
Honestly, I'm kind of okay if us gets taken. Like, you know, us will be... We'll remember us in spirit.
You were a noble sacrifice, us.
Exactly. Alright, probably shouldn't stop and fight the imp, but eh. Yeah, I'm just gonna make a run for the console. This feels like a situation... Hit the switch and then boogie.
Give it a shot.
Very much so.
Yay! Way to go, Kevin.
Alien transponder.
Well, shame we had
Made
such
it
bad
in
luck
time.
getting that sword this time around.
Yeah, I can see how it's done. It's definitely one of those things where you gotta know what you gotta know what you're doing, and you gotta get real lucky too.
Oh.
How
Hello,
many
Red.
times do we have to reload in our two-player one?
4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I believe it.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get lucky and it happens, sometimes not so lucky.
Kevin be like, man, my weed's wearing off. The worst possible time. Dude, do you even know what you're doing?
Of course. But
I'm-
you got a little spirit sight in your head.
Apparently
You know what?
do.
That's right. Yeah, I keep forgetting. We have the, yeah, we have the eye bug in us. That was just deeply unpleasant to watch.
Yeah.
Eye stuff is just, it gets to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Nothing
You and me both.
Nothing personalized.
We love you, eyes.
I was going to say, the concern is when things happen to you, not you and yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. The tadpole is giving us suggestions. Kind of burrow throws him all the way to Baldur's Gate. Yeah, that's the open question, isn't it? Are we actually going to get to Baldur's Gate in this game?
I would assume so.
Yes,
Yeah, I would hope so.
eventually, I'm sure.
Reaching Baldur's Gate in the game called Baldur's Gate? Never.
Well, you do that in only one of them, so it wouldn't be without precedent. Fun fact, in actual D&D, to operate a ship like this, you must first insert a wizard into the battery compartment. Yeah, let's just charge Steve up, shove him in.
Wouldn't it be better to use a sorcerer because they just burn through their own like willpower and enter fire? Wizard has to have components all the time.
You know what? You're probably right. Sorcerer would probably be more raw power, although maybe it's, like, not as efficient.
We're about to wreck these people's night.
If you shove a storm
Oh, that old
sorcerer
thing.
in the energy compartment, does it count as an electric car?
Maybe. I like how they see this thing going down in flames. Their first thought is, let's send people out to attack it.
All they think, illithid, might as well kill it ASAP.
I suppose so. Honestly, I'd mostly just be confused. Like, what even is this fucking thing?
I think Kevin probably
Ke-
cares a bit more about the fact he's about to fall to the ground.
Yeah, Kevin just got doinked by some debris and... Oh, man. Now what? Thanks for the feather fall, whoever that was. Or whatever the equivalent spell would be. Oh, man. That was a weird fucking dream I had. First I was in this ship, then I got this eye bug planted in me. Oh, shit.
Oh my.
Apparently, I'm in
full
the
of
back
blood.
of yours.
Tactful squirms in the
Ugh.
skin.
Okay. Yep.
Other
Do the
than
pat down.
infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through. But it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon.
I was gonna
Time
die
is a
from
death
something. Might as well be to
sentence.
this.
The clock is ticking. You need a cure.
At this point, I tanked the loss of the eye to get this thing out. Just, let's find someone.
Ooh. So I was watching your stream and I'm watching my cutscene.
Yeah?
Two different cutscenes.
Really?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it very
yeah.
much is.
Mine got private and dark.
Oh. Fascinating. Yeah, I imagine it's different depending on the character and such. And things. Anyway, we no longer have a brain following us around. That's good.
Hey, Shadowheart's on the ground.
And that's why I said we should take it.
You know what? I get where you're going with here. We need to we need to coldly and rationally utilize all resources, and we need to treat people as expendable resources. I'm 100% with you on this. With that in mind, Shadowheart. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna reach for the spiky artifact without having no idea what it does.
You're alive.
That's just asking for trouble.
I'm alive.
Whoa, 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 whoa! We can't eat me.
How is this possible?
She's a half.
Alpha spare rations.
I remember the ship. I remember falling. Then nothing.
Well, you're one up on me. So, you have an idea where we are?
No. I don't recognize this place. But anything's an improvement on where we just came from.
Fair
First
enough.
things first. We need supplies, shelter, and most of all, a healer. We might have escaped. But we
Emergency
still have
food.
these little monsters
Yeah,
now.
see, if this was Divinity, she would be... It'd be the other way around. We'd be food for her.
Very true.
You might
Oh.
want to consider calling her a
Hey,
friend.
here's the
Aw.
racism.
Looks like she ran off without us.
All the time.
You know.
Wait,
You gained some really cool
charging
skills
off by
from
yourself sounds
It was
You
fun.
do.
It was interesting.
We need each other. And we both know what's at stake. Can't think of better company.
Alright. What the hell? We could
Seem
use more party
overburdened
members.
With hangers-on already.
What?
that. Camp.
Okay, yeah, fine. Go to camp.
But don't delay.
Oh, we may only be able to be four.
Maybe.
It's only 4.
Yeah, you can only have 4.
Okay,
you?
so I guess it's like special plot circumstances that let you grab a follower or something.
Indeed.
Alright. Noted.
Oh, we got 30 experience. Oh,
Hey!
what's going on over there?
Oh, yes.
Oh no, what's going on?
This
The
is
Dark
really
Elf is having a
great
moment.
point.
Uh-oh.
You drink in the pungent corpse.
Brad,
Since you awoke on
you
the
okay there,
ship,
buddy?
Your mind has been cold and empty.
There's something you want to tell the rest of the group?
Something stirs
Oh boy.
with your hands close to this body.
Oh, come on!
Oh!
Wow.
Denied!
You see
If
flashes
you
of
had
flesh,
guidance,
all lumped
that
together
wouldn't be a
in mass
problem.
grain.
Oh, man.
No single image sticks out. There is something unknown and unspeakable.
I recommend
deep
next time you can
within
get
your
a cantrip,
heart.
get guidance. It's
I do
so
have
useful.
guidance, I forgot. I have resistance instead.
Oh, man. Off by 1. I'm so glad I was listening in when it happened.
Oh, that sucked.
So, quick note before we get too far into adventuring in the open map. If you use your left alt and right click, you will ping things.
Ah, okay. Nice.
Yep, just a handy note for later.
What's in here?
Ruffle some blackguard hat.
Some camp stuff in here so we can eat.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Based on who was running out to check on the ship, maybe that's not exactly a good sign. Anyway. Fuck yeah, tongs.
Nice.
How you
Don't know what you need tongs for, but you know.
Better to have and not need. I'm just following a trail of containers. Definitely not corpses.
Those wretched things.
You know, as you do.
I mean, you know, they're containers of a sort. Hey, Zero, good to see ya. Thanks for the sub, man. How's it going tonight?
Ooh, ancient sigil circle. This.
Hi, Sarah.
Oh,
Alright,
Okay.
there's a dagger, time to dual wield. Yeah, 2 knives! Things are looking my way. That's a good question. Alright, so we've got a regional map here. Just kind of shows the general area. I don't see an option for one. Maybe we haven't actually gotten that far along yet. Not doing too great. Sorry to hear it, buddy. Rest up and get comfy. We're already having some moments tonight.
mostly made by myself.
With some contributions from Kevin here. Hang on a second.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to pick this door.
Oh, there's a devourer still alive here.
Well now.
Sure is.
Alright. Alright, here we go.
Bet I can crack that open.
Famous last words.
What could go wrong?
Either way, we
I rolled a 3.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, you know, still get a 10, but the difficulty's 20. That ain't happening.
oh you're pickpocket.
There's
Oh,
a-
you're.
There's another way in. Don't worry.
Alright.
On the other hand, you do unfortunately lose that set of tools.
Yeah.
Ah. Noted.
We'll find more though.
Live and
No
learn.
worries on that.
I mean, if we don't explore our options, what fun are we? Whoa!
This is very much going to be like my first tabletop session. Mostly just stumbling around, confused, and just sort of doing broadly what it feels like I should be doing, but having no clear understanding of why.
Huh.
And yes,
wonder-
there has definitely been some jank.
One strike could be lethal.
All right.
Okay, so these
You
things...
and I, girl.
These things hit hard. Whoopah! Yeah! 2 knives! Just call me the knife of the party! Ha ha!
Oh my.
Yeah, yeah!
The puns, they're starting.
It begins.
It begins.
This is how we roll.
This is
So
how
there
we
are
do it.
thorns. You can see twisting vines on one of them, so be
Nice.
wary.
Very handy, that.
Oh, I
Oh.
gotta get both of them in that.
Oh, there's fire.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised that one didn't.
It is indeed some fire.
Yeah, you can actually see the effect field is under him. Must have lucked out.
I think it's
Yeah.
time to chuck a javelin. Got him.
Nice. Good kill.
Ooh, the other one's coming up quick.
Hey!
Oh, right through the fire.
Yes! Alright, so they don't avoid that stuff either. Awesome. And this is literally a walking brain. You'd think it'd be a little smarter about that.
You think?
Hey!
Yeah!
And we dinged.
Finally! We're slightly less squishy. We're less likely to be killed by a house cat.
Do you think that?
I'm the cat.
What
Good old-
happens if it's a displacer beast?
Oh, shit. Okay. Yeah, that'd be a problem.
Bit more concerning than your average house cat, I'd say.
Despite being walking brains, they're pretty dumb, actually. Yeah, getting that feeling from them. I mean, you know, they're probably, like, infant creatures as far as the illithid go, but still. Anyway. My health almost doubles. This is good. I can hide. This is very good. And... cunning action. Yes.
Circle of the sports. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Oh, here we go.
Wait to use these random dice.
Circle of
Hey,
sports.
Righty.
Doing this.
Oh, man, you have no idea. Just... I want to... for those just joining in, I want to emphasize, I only changed the eye color for my character. I picked one of the default faces and just messed with the hair a bit. This is what it coughed up for the character portrait. My character just doesn't even look awake. He looks like he's been all... He looks like he's been up for like 20 hours. He's been like drinking and smoking. He has no idea what's going on. And is just kind of stumbling blindly through this adventure, more or less oblivious to anything that isn't directly threatening him. The thing is, I kind of loosely based him on a character I do have set up for a tabletop, who himself was loosely based on the grave robber from Darkest Dungeon, but this definitely came out more like a Kevin, and that's kind of, you know what, I'm just gonna have to own that.
I got a little something for you, Carl.
Hey, what you got?
I got a rapier and some poison.
Hey, talk about language.
I just saw it. Oh my god, you are hideous. Ah!
Oh, this is gonna be a time and a half.
I hate you so much still.
Oh,
Ladies and
this is
gentlemen,
gonna
if
be
you
a
couldn't tell they were married before.
this is gonna be a long fucking game, folks.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Kill it with
I can
fire.
even be creepy crawling. Wow!
We go here already or not?
fireball too.
Oh,
Hey,
Thieves' tools, nice.
hate you.
just threw a fireball.
Money.
God, they're
Oh my
awful looking.
Hey! Hang on a second.
All right.
Trying to redeem myself.
God damn.
That's great.
What?
Just all of
What's
this.
great?
Yes!
This is all great.
Score one for Kevin on a lockpick difficulty of 5.
Holy cow!
Nice.
Things can only get better from here. Hey, leather helmet. Oh god,
Easier.
yeah, a snake spider thing, that sounds like something Umbrella Company would come up with.
Ugh.
Alright, put on the put on the helmet, Kevin, let's go.
No.
Did we not learn from Celeste not to put helms on?
We didn't learn that lesson well enough, apparently.
Alright.
Hey, someone's
Well-
over there.
So much adrenaline running in my system right now. Oh.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir.
Larian.
And or ma'am. Sir,
I've got
okay.
one of those brain things called.
Be careful with helmets.
in the grass.
Giant spider
You
but
can
replace all the
get
limbs with
that,
stakes.
you-
Okay, that's
you know,
something Wayland Yutani would come up with. Just involving the xenomorph somehow. Okay, you can kill it, can't you? Like you killed the others. Yeah, sure, I got this. I don't know you, but I'll step in for your problems.
There. Can you see it?
This is how I get stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Kevin Moen incoming. I can feel it. Oh. Yep. Yeah. I knew it.
Not a sound. Not if you want to keep that darling neck of yours. Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not?
Okay, yeah, no, we're gonna do the most Kevin thing possible here.
Druid class.
Get fucked!
Nice!
Kevin too strong!
Get him, Kevin.
Yer! I'm the guy with the knife stuff around here, not you.
Looking out of unfamiliar eyes.
In fact, that wasn't very nice of you. Ha
Oh my gosh.
But it
Yes.
leads to the worm. The light. The fear.
What was that? What's going on?
Honestly, I have no idea.
It's those whatever they did, whatever they put in us.
Not now, Echo.
To the connection.
Hold on a sec, I think we're due back at the Waking Sands.
I saw it during
Yes!
whatever just happened. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies.
Yeah, whatever. Happens all the time.
Indeed we are. Please, allow me to introduce myself.
Oh, the teeth.
My name's Astari.
Oh,
I
motherfucker.
was
Okay,
involved
yeah,
in
we have a
the
vampire.
that snatched me.
In the day, we have a daywalker. Son of a bitch. I'm a Baldurian? Apparently. I guess.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see where this goes.
We were all,
Is that so?
Oh, we were in the city, okay.
Clearly
Thanks,
move
yeah.
in different circles. So, do you know anything about these worms?
It's all kind of a blur. It's been kind of a long day.
No. Of that much we can be certain. These worms are already affecting me.
What, you'd think if he was a vampire, he'd skip the knife and would just bite you.
Now, what to do about it?
I don't think it's like fully like acknowledged until later.
Yeah, he's got to be like a Dampier or something, like a half-breed.
Well, getting out of here for a start.
Did I already read? Okay, I think I did. Yep.
Finding anyone who knows about these worms. I need an expert. Someone who knows how to control these things.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. We might need to get the knives back out. I have suspicions
Yeah.
about this guy.
Well,
Yeah.
yes, of course. But first things first.
Every time he does that head down thing, that is a I'm the bad guy and you don't know it yet look. Like that's a cue for the audience. Yeah,
He is a playable character.
you know what? This is against my better judgment, but fine, why not?
I was ready to go this alone. But maybe sticking with the herd isn't a bad idea.
Oh, he is just
After all.
he is just
And
reveling
I
in this.
Turned down an invitation.
Yep. God.
Maybe I'll see you there. Good luck.
He's a horn dog. That's what he is.
Invitation, he says, as if we wanted him there.
Yeah. Well, fangs, but no fangs. We gotta move. Oh yeah!
Oh no.